Hi guys, so what I'm going to try to do today is look at the tail lights. So these are the two tail lights of the car, left and right obviously. So this one, as you can see, it's Butler's on the lens. It's got a little bit of damage around here, just in these things are missing, as you can see on that one. It's not. And on the back, Butler's, Ford. And the right one, this is made in Italy, Altissimo. So that one's not too bad. I think this other one, I don't know. The lenses aren't great, so I don't know if I have to buy new ones. That one's got a big crack in it. So you look on the back here, as you can see, Altissimo, Ford. So they're both different. That seal is completely shot, I reckon. Look at that. What's this one like? This one looks alright. So hopefully I can use that. I do have a second set of tail lights which I bought about 20 years ago, so I'm going to have a look at those and see if we can use them. Alright, so these are ones that I had in the shed, and that lens is pretty average, and as you can see it just says on there super. It doesn't look that super to me. Looks quite faded. Now the backs of them are okay. As you can see, it's got Ford on there, Altissimo. But check the date on this one, 1978. And I noticed I've got another one over here. This one's got 1982 on it, and that's the Altissimo one as well. See? So this is the right hand spare, let's say. Now this is Altissimo, made in Italy as well. The holes look pretty good. It's got a screw in there. Doesn't look like it's got any cracks in the lens. She says Ford, of course. Oh, looks a bit blurry. Now this has got a pretty good rubber on it. So I think I've got one good rubber there, and then on one of the old ones I've got a good rubber on the left. So I should be able to use that rubber and that rubber, which is cool. So I'm going to just try to clean these up and see if I can use them and make one good set. If not, I might have to buy some lenses. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get these rubber seals off of that one and off of that one. Alright, so this is one of them with a nice seal, but I'm trying to get the screw out, and then have a look at this in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually yeah, you can just see the head there. It's kind of rounded off, so somehow I've got to get that screw out. I do not like the look of this. I'm really trying to turn it, and she won't come out. Well, looks like I've worked it out, WD-40, and then I'm using a little flathead. Even though it's a Phillips head, the Phillips head wouldn't grip. So let's get this thing out. Oop, I'll just put the camera down for this. So we got her off. There's the stupid rusted out screw. Have a look at that. That thing is old. Look at it. Look at it. This is another one. This one, oh, this is the one. Sorry. Look at it. It's got no thread on it. Should look a bit like this. That's got a thread on it. Now it's got quite a few cracks. Look at the hole in it. but pretty sure this seal's good. Look at that crack in that one there. So I'll take this seal off, give it a clean, we'll see how it goes. Alright, the seal's stuck on. Let's give her a spray. Come on, WD-40. Well, after a lot of mucking around, a few minutes, it's finally decided to come off. Here we go. Yes, this thing is trash though. Look at that. I don't really know. Maybe some Escort nerd will want it and glue it back together. Hey, that might be me. But we got a seal, so I'm going to give them a good clean and see how that one goes. Alrighty, so there's the seal. It doesn't look too bad considering it's 40, God knows, 42 years old. Alright, so this is the left one. Now, there's no screws in this, so let's see how this. Whee! Easy. Now let's hope this one comes off nice and easy. It's nice and dirty, but I've got a feeling this one's going to come off a bit easier, so let's see how we go. So this is the left hand one. WD-40 helped get it off. It came off not too bad. It's got the tiniest hole in it, which I can't do much about. I'm just going to live with it, I reckon. See? Well, there we go. Left one cleaned up, not too bad. Right one cleaned up, not too bad. Alright, so looking at the actual, what do you call these things? Buckets? Anyway, I've decided I'm going to use this one, which is Altissimo 328671-L. Now the date on that is 1978, but I thought it would go the Altissimo because I've got this one, Altissimo 328670-R, which is right. And the date on that though is 1982. So that's a matching pair, just 4 years apart. So funnily enough, they've both got the lenses on them, so I've got to rip them off, take that crusty thing off there, clean them up, and they'll be good to go. Now check this out, this is the Altissimo. She's got a bit of a crack in it and a rusted bolt on that side. And look at that bolt, that's good. Now look at this one, this is the Butler one, and it's rusted on that side, but good on that side. Which means I'm going to have to swap that bolt to that bolt. And then I'm going to have to super glue the hell out of that, I reckon. But it's also got a broken screw in there. So I don't know, I guess I could put that bolt into that one, and that might work. It just means they won't all be matching. Well, decisions. Alright, so you know what, I've decided I'm gonna use the Butlers simply because I don't have to mess around with that crack and that broken screw in there, whereas that one is solid. But one thing I didn't think of, these fittings, look how loose they are. See how they're broken? This one, and these are broken too, so they're supposed to have a tab. Let's see if I can show you. See, there's only one tab on that side. That one, see, this one's got 2 tabs. Same on this one. You wouldn't believe it, but they're all broken as well. So I'm hoping I can get this old shattered one. These are solid. Look, tabs are in there both sides, the little white ones. Tabs both sides. So let's match it up. Even though this is a right hand light, this is a left. from memory. Yep, see, left will be like that. So see the opposite lights, but if we turn it around, whoops, sorry. So the right globes and their fitting will fit into the left side. Because as you can see, that's broken. They're as sweet as. See how we go. So we'll just take them off. Straight out. Alright, so I've decided to strip it back before I put all the bolts back in. So as you can see, I'm taking the globes out. And the fittings on the bottom. But as always, there's always one that won't come out. This globe is pretty trashed, and it just, the glass bit keeps spinning, so I can't pop it out, but I'll work it out. We'll get it out. Yeah, so here we go. Alright, so those two little white tabs, one on each side, I've got to squeeze in, and the globe holder will hopefully pop out on this one. The other two are easy because they were broken. So let's see how we go. Well, we got it out. So there you go. There's the loom with the 3 globe holders. Got to replace this whole thing though with the one off here. We hope that it's going to fit because that's a right lens, and this is the left hand side. And there's the empty shell. We'll give that a good clean. Should I paint it? Who knows? I'll clean it, I'll see how I feel. And the 3 globes. Well, I had a little mishap. That little guy there snapped off, and I've had to super glue him back on. So I'm gonna have to let it dry and come back in a day or two and see how we go with refitting it. Alright, we are back after 2 weeks, and my idea of fitting these things backfired because the clips broke off, and that loom from the left hand light won't fit the loom of the right hand light. So what I've had to do is take this one out. It's got a few broken clips on it, as you can see. This is out the other light, but it matches this one here. See, it's missing the clip, so I'm just going to have to put it in place and glue it in place, I reckon. It's the best I can do today. Alright, I'm just going to check the signal of the loom, make sure it's connecting with the multimeter. Come on, Roger. There we go. So I'm going to do the same with some globes, make sure they work as well. Alright, let's see if the globes are working. See if my hands are working more like it. Here we go. Let's just clean up the terminals. Alright, so here it is. 3 globe holders all fitted. I did super glue those ones in, like I said. Those bolts are fitted, which fit it to the car, including the little earth strap there. Come around. I've put the globes in already, and we checked them so we know they work. So all we've got to do now is fit the seal and then the new tail light lens. So this one here, this is the second light, and I wasn't really going to film this one, but check out this rubber, how crusty it is. It's like rock solid. You literally have to break it off. I've sprayed some WD-40 on it. Oh wow, check how brittle that rubber was. It's in a million pieces, but we got it off. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the rubber. This rubber has been fitted onto the second light, I didn't have to take the globe holders out because they were all good condition. I just checked the globes, cleaned up the terminals, put it all back together, gave it the whole unit a clean. You can tell it's the second one because there's a little rusty bolt there, but I'm just going to leave it. The rubber went on. It was a bit scary though, stretching that old brittle thing. So now I just got to get the rubber on the second one, and then the lens is on. Now this is the thing, you got to be quite careful when you fit this. You do have to stretch it, which is not fun. But here we go, around the corner. And this one, see what I mean? It's pretty tight. Come on, around the corner. Oh jeez, how exciting. Look at that, it's not even going on. What are you doing? Here we go. As you can see, I'm no expert. So it just continues on. There we go. Come on, over the corner. Ooh, let's have a look on the back. Oh yeah, little slots. Have a look at that. Looks like a brand new one. Look at that. It's fitted nicely. There we go. The seal is on. This is the one with the tiny, just a tiny split on that corner. Well, we're going to leave that for now. So all I've got to do now is sort out the lenses. Alrighty, welcome back. So this taillight lens I've given a real good clean. I just wanted to show you. So especially on the inside, just toothbrush, a bit of water and a rag. Really got to get in the corners, but I reckon it came out pretty good. It's something 40 plus years old. But what we want to do now is fix up these two holes. It should look something like this. Where is it? Yeah, hope you can see that. As you can see, they're missing. So I've got a couple of bits of plastic I'll just cut up, and we're just going to super glue those onto there and drill a hole through it. So that is the plan. So the brackets are on. So now what I'm going to do is polish up these old bolts, or the screws. Some are a bit crusty. This one's a bit rusty, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a shine up with the drill. This little guy. Hopefully they'll come out like this one. Definitely looks a lot better anyway. So that's the plan. Well, I've managed to drill these holes. They're not pretty, that's for sure. And they're just a bit off center, so I could angle them so they'd line up with those holes. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how they go. Check it out. Screws in. Now that doesn't look too flash, but the lens was a bit damaged around it originally. And I've super glued those things on the back, and the screws are in. Anyway, they are in. The screws are in that side. And now here's the other one. Doesn't look too bad. You can see it looks a lot nicer. But there we go. So there is the two tail lights ready to rock. I think they turned out pretty well. As you can see. Who knows what I'll do about that lens. Maybe I'll buy a set of aftermarket ones as well, and maybe find some fresh originals one day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you soon.